Let me check and see if test and test. Okay, okay. I just wanted to check and see if my volume, if people could hear me. But the video is entitled YouTube Should Be Unity, Genuine, Real Love. I was going to talk about it on my other channel, but I can talk more rougher here and be more plainer here. I can talk about Esau over here. You see what I'm saying? Esau, the white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Um, Real, genuine love. Now, when it comes to my people, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, which are the real Jews according to the Bible or whatever, um, I watched the video, and I felt really grief, and it bothered me. It really bothered me. It got to me. It got to my heart, and now when I say heart, it really means your mind, but I'm just saying it like that just for the sake of context. When they had this brother, this brother, somebody messaged him on YouTube, the real famous people guy on, I would say famous on YouTube. I'm not gonna mention any name because I don't believe in that. um on my other channel, it's called You Get Positive Vibes, Good Vibe. Only get good vibes over here. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm all about. um and I'm for my people at the same time. Now, when the person said that YouTube is only a business, when they say YouTube is only a business or whatever, um, I don't think YouTube should just be a business, especially when it comes to the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. If my sister asked me, message me and tell me something um, about what they should do in order to be able to be big or what. Let me tell you this here before I'm jumping the gun right now. If I woke up, let's just say if I had 1 million subs on YouTube, and somebody came and it came with drama that morning, if it came with drama, any of that type of thing, guess what I would do to that channel? I would immediately go into the settings where in the back where it says personal information, and I would look for that word delete, and I would be more than happy and I would proudly delete that channel. I will, because why would I want something toxic in my life? Why would I want toxic information? If that channel will continue and I can't get rid of it, the first thing I would do is delete that whole channel, because it ain't that serious. You see what I'm saying? I would rather delete that whole channel and start all over from scratch and be at zero and be peaceful, rather than have all that drama on one channel, because people thrive off drama. They do. They want you to say something so negative about your own people. Not over here, homeboy. No, that's not here. I love my people and I stand up for my people. And what they do is they put uh, YouTube is behind. It's like they are here pushing this agenda underneath the surface, secretly. They pushes this agenda of beef and drama and all this stuff on you. That is so sick. That's sick. Esau is mainly behind that. You're not gonna get me to anticipate no BS, no bullshit like that. You can miss me with that type of bullshit. I'm not with that. I love my people and I truly love my people. But for this brother or this person is to say, would you send me some advice? Would you message me and show me how to what you call this here? Um, to give me advice on YouTube, how to be a better YouTuber, this and that and the third, and the person say they don't message nobody and they don't tell people that type of stuff, that is so messed up on so many different levels. It's hurtful and it's painful for a person. Let me ask y'all this here. when people become famous in the YouTube world and the people they, they got all this fame, I'm just saying like that, it's not saying I'm being disrespectful to those people out there that's actually mean well. I'm not, this doesn't go to everybody, but you know what I'm talking about. We're living in a society to where I think people allow things just to like go to, get to them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so what, hold on, let me make sure I'm saying all this stuff right. Let me go up in it because it's getting kind of hot in this bathroom. Okay, let me mute this thing for a minute. Hold on. Okay, to me, I think that people, y'all talk back to me in the comment section. Do y'all think that famous people in the big world versus the small individuals like small YouTubers or whatever? Do y'all think that people allow things is to go to their head like when they get into the big, like I hate to even use that word like that. I really do, but this is something that I really want to get my brothers and sisters perspective on. You see what I'm saying? Because when you got people that's in the big world, they make a name for themselves, they have a name for themselves. Do you think it kind of like changes um people and stuff? Like it makes you, or do you have to? No, wait a minute. I don't agree and I don't accept that you have to be different. No, that's not what I accept, because my whole thing, I'm gonna say, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some of my videos because I don't want to say it in the wrong way. And I want y'all to see the videos and my real reason why I came to YouTube. I came to YouTube because I said that I wanted to put myself in a position. I normally don't say this too often, but I wanted to put myself in a position to where I wanted to reach out and physically do something for my community. My so-called black people. I didn't know how to say so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American people. I didn't know how to say that until I came into this truth. But I really wanted to like I said, when I first, before I even got on YouTube, like in 2005, when I was in the Seventh Adventist Church, you know what I'm saying? When I went to Georgia, I said that I wanted to like physically do things and physically reach out into my community and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And this was before I came to YouTube, so that was my whole purpose of coming to YouTube. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to just come and I come on YouTube and I got videos on YouTube that don't even have 25 views on. Now on my other one, people watching more. I guess they like them Popeyes videos or whatever. But my whole purpose, and I just like doing videos. I don't care if these videos don't never. I can look back on this video and it has 0 views on it, nobody's views but mine. Nobody watched them but me or whatever. It doesn't matter with me. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't care about that. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? I still have a lot of videos that I look at, and I'm just happy to I just like to create and record and put my image out there. You see what I'm saying? That's my whole purpose of doing it. That's why I stay. You can see it as I stay consistently. You know what I'm saying? And I do this for my people. But I also use this channel here is to break down who Esau is, the white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of. A lot of people they had one brother that and one somebody came on this live, and as soon as I said something about Esau, they hear them jumped off. You see what I'm saying? Because people look for drama. If I'm sitting up there just speaking ill of my people and just throwing my people under the bus, everybody gonna come in. Maybe 1,000 people gonna watch that video. But if you speaking out against the enemy and saying something against the enemy and saying you love your so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American brothers and sisters, guess what? People gonna hop off and people ain't gonna want to look at it. When you take the Bible and you open up your Bible, like my Bible, my Apocrypha, and all that here, when you open up and you expose what the Germans did and how they owned slaves and had the so-called white man, the so-called Spaniards or so-called white people, and when you start exposing all this stuff, Christopher Columbus went over and into Spain, and you had slaves in Spain. When he went over in Puerto Rico, islands of Puerto Rico, he went to Jamaica, and they colonized and raped, robbed, and murdered. But when you start talking like that, and they see you for your people, they get up off, and you have 0 people there watching you, which I don't give a damn. You see what I'm saying? It's just crazy how the time period that we're living in that it's like that. But it really kind of bothered me a little bit that this brother was looking for some advice, and this brother was like, this person was like on YouTube, like, I don't message nobody, whether you're a small YouTuber or big YouTuber, you should message people and tell people certain, like let them know or whatever, if somebody honestly asking for advice or whatever, there's nothing wrong with. Now you can say it like you're saying. If you're a good vibe and I pick up your vibe and you watch my channel long enough or whatever, and you got good vibes, I don't mind reaching out to my people if they got good vibes or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I don't mind doing this. You know what I mean? It's all at the end of the day. Wouldn't the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob do that? God of love, you know what I mean? That they would look out for you. That's what a real child of God should do. You know what I'm saying? When people say they Christians, a lot of people don't even know what that means. You know what I mean? They'll just take it to mean that you just go to church and run your mouth, this and that and the third. But it's more to it than just that. Christianity has actually it separated our people and allowed our people is not to genuinely love each other. You see what I'm saying? And I'm so glad I got out of that when I was in the Adventist church. I regret that I was ever a part of that. But it taught me and gave me certain knowledge, information, and stuff like that. But I didn't have the breakdowns who Esau was and all that kind of stuff. They didn't break down Genesis 25 and all that, where it says he was red all over like a hairy garment. They didn't know that. I didn't even know it referred to the so-called white man. But I do know that I used to hear people. We grew up talking about the rednecks and all that kind of, what do they call so-called white people over here in the South, whether you're in the country or whatever, rednecks and this and that and the third and all that kind of stuff. So I came more into the breakdowns and learned this truth in 2018 when I would be looking at the one body, your house shot, one body, and those people, that be on the streets and stuff. And so that's what really helped me a lot. But when they say, back to this hand, when they say YouTube is a business and we don't actually message people, now that's it. When people are up, it seems like when people are up here and they tall on YouTube, it just seems like the people that's down here wanting advice, it's like they speak ill of those people. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you're in the YouTube world, you shouldn't even be restricted. To me, that's a form of slavery. If we can't help our brother or sister, like, oh, I can't do this here or I can't do that because I won't do this, they won't allow me is to make this anymore, they won't allow me to do this anymore or whatever. Anytime you restrict it and your brother asking you for help and you way up here and you like you're restricting the then the Bible says all men should know that you are my disciples if you have love one for another. You see what I'm saying? That's what love is all about. That's the definition of what I say love is. You see what I'm saying? it's just sad. It seems like when you're in the YouTube world, when you're in the world, when you got a big name up here, worldly or whatever, it's like people view you differently. You see what I'm saying? And you tend to think on a certain level. And to me, I think it just all boils down to selfishness. You see what I'm saying? It all boils down to selfishness. You know what I mean? Um, I'm gonna have to come back whenever I can think of some more to say about that topic because I feel like I'm leaving stuff out. But I'll come back and I'm gonna talk about that some more. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube should be unity, genuine, and real love. I don't think um, it. They really don't. The purpose of YouTube, the agenda of YouTube, is not to bring unity within our community. The purpose of YouTube is for our people to be beefing with one another and not be in unity at all. That's the purpose, the real purpose that I know that I believe that YouTube is for, because you have to understand that YouTube is like it's part of that agenda is to keep a lot of this beef going and all that kind of stuff amongst our people. You know what I'm saying? They promote all of that. Like if I get to the top and you're trying to tell me who to help and what people, the type of people, my people that I can help, then you know what I would say? The hell with your ass. I'm helping my people because it ain't worth it. You control me and tell me what to do with my own whatever. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you are a genuine person, yes. But if you is a person that just trying to just bring discord and stir up a bunch of stuff like that, I'm gonna make it simple like that. No, hell no. Mm-mm. You see what I'm saying? You have to like it's just everything is just so caught up into it makes you have a certain thinking about yourself when you look at certain people. You look at yourself as better than them, and you look at them as down here, and you looking at yourself as on the top, and all that kind of stuff. Um, that's not what it should be. You see what I'm saying? That's not what it should be. So I'm gonna come back if I can think, because I really want to speak on that some more. I just don't know nothing else to talk on it right now. So I'll see y'all later here.